Hi everyone, I'm Glenn Fleury from Boardgames and Bourbon, and today we are going to discuss Pocket Ops. Pocket Ops is a two-player cat and mouse game. Plays very quickly, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes max. It is made by Grand Gamers Guild, which is a company who's been putting out a lot of short time frame games, which are great because I don't have a lot of time in my life anyway, so the shorter games are really good. And especially in a two-player game, it's, you know, when I'm trying to fit it in with my spouse and I'm trying to make things fit in our life, something like that really works out well. Okay, so what do you do in this game? So first I'll describe it and then I'll tell you what I compare it to and see if it's right for you. Okay, so in this game, what you're going to do is you're going to have a lot of pawns. You have a board like this. It essentially has 9 spaces. They're labeled A through I. None of the spaces are different. They simply represent spaces on the board, but it's very thematic. There's a cool description of the game where you're trying to stop the world from being, destroyed. You're going to have a lot of pawns in the game. Now, in the copy I got, the pawns are represented by these little squares that you will put over the spaces. And essentially what you're doing is you're taking turns. You and the opponent. If it's my turn and I'm about to put my stuff down, the opponent will say, I think you are going to go into spot C. How do they represent choosing? Well, each player is also going to have these cards. And the cards, all they do is they have the different letters on it, like, that's the letter G and stuff like this. And what you do is you say, I think you're going to go on space F. And so you put your F card down. And then the other person puts their actual pawn on the board. And if they actually chose F and you reveal the card and it is F, you caught them and they do not get to put their man down on the board. If they chose I down here, but you chose F, they do get to go on the board. Now, this basically goes on until someone gets 3 in a row. And the thing is, not only do you put these men on the board, you're going to have people with special powers, and this is what makes it cool. There are, 5 special powers here, and they're like special agents. So when they go down, they do certain things. So you'll probably want to reserve the special agents later. If you put this guy down, he kills one of the opposing agents, right? He's an assassin. If you do this grappler, you put him on the board, he will switch spots with an opposing person on the board. So that's pretty cool. If you put down the sniper, he will assassinate a guy next door to him. The dagger kills the guy on the spot. The assassin kills a guy next to him. This guy here, if you put him down, he'll push a guy in whatever direction off a square. So you could even push a guy off the board if you wanted, which will help you. So what that means is you're essentially approaching these, let's say you had 2 squares here and you needed 1 here to get your 3 in a row. Well, you might have actually put your man here because your opponent was thinking you were going to go there, but he actually went here, and then he could push a guy over to here, something like that. So there's different ways around it. And then the last guy is this feller here, the hacker. And this guy, if you choose him and he successfully gets on the board, he doesn't have any powers on the board, but he does let you choose multiple cards from your hand when you're guessing your opponent's next move. I found this to be really cool, and everyone I played it with, there's 2 rounds. Every round you play it, by the way, you get a crystal, and the crystal is going to power this guy. Pew! And once you do that, you take over the whole world. Everyone I played this with really enjoyed it. I played it with 3 other people multiple times each. Each time I enjoyed it. And this is one of the games I wish I was keeping for myself. Normally what I do is with a game is I donate my games. But this is so cool, I wish I could do it. Keep it, so maybe I'll donate like the value charity to a charity, the dollar amount. So what were some of the thoughts people had about it? When I played it, I would say that it was, if you like games like Naya by Blue Orange Games, or Spectre Ops. This very much is like that. Naya is a game where you're moving pieces and you're still trying to get 3 in a row, and you can block each other and you can flip pieces and you can change how the game is oriented. It's like Spectre Ops in that there's a very small scale Spectre Ops because you are trying to outwit your opponent and predict where they're going to go and cut them off and stuff like this. I can see it being like Onitama, the Dice Tower Essentials game, because in Onitama there's a limited amount of space, and of course, you know, with 9 spaces and 5 special agents, there's only so many actions you can take, so you're limited. The other thing is you don't have unlimited like assassins. Once the assassin is on the board, you can't use it again. It's already used. So the moves are limited, so there's a lot of prediction and stuff like that in there. The one person I played it with, and from their point of view, thought it was kind of like tic-tac-toe meets Battleship is how they described it. To me, that says it's really accessible, and there was that connection that they could have right to the game right away. It totally was not out of their reach. And like I said, you know, it's very easy to understand. There's squares. You put something down, it does something. You have a hand of cards you choose from. And boy, I gotta tell you, the artwork is really, really cool. You know, it has this whole storyline about how you're invading this location, and you're trying to get the jewels, and you can see the little, you know, reticulate there trying to zone in on what you're doing, and then you got this cool monster guy. I think it's really cool. I think it's well done, and I like the touch of trying to put the little sparkle on the presentation of the game. So again, that game is called Pocket Ops. I had a great time every time I played it. This is the kind of thing that's right up my wheelhouse. You know, I don't always want gangbusters. In fact, most of the time I don't. And this is another winner. So, okay, guys, check that out. See, that's for you. It was for me. I think it'll fit many situations. Okay, 2-player game. All right. Talk to you later, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.